and good evening, my dear ones. How are you? Yes, I'm okay for my side, but hope you're fine too. Yeah, so this is your girl Jennifer speaking to you right away from Saudi Arabia. Yeah, for those who are just first viewers, you could be there when you don't know where I'm located at right now, but I'm in Saudi Arabia as a housemaid. And for my consistent viewers, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel and for watching my videos. And yes, thank you for the support. I'm really so grateful for that. May the Almighty God bless you. Yes, so right now here, I'm just going to take you through my journey of 4 years in Saudi Arabia. I'm in Saudi Arabia. I've been in Saudi Arabia for 4 years. It's tomorrow, 24th. Yes, 24th? 25th. Then I'm going to start off my journey of 5 years in Saudi Arabia as a housemaid. So, this is where it all began from. I don't know how the idea of coming to Saudi Arabia dropped into my mind, but I just found myself like, oh my god, I think I need to go out of Uganda. I'm Ugandan by nationality, for those who don't know. So, I just thought about it. It wasn't an advice from anyone. It wasn't even, it never came into my mind as a thought either. But it just ran into my mind one day that, why don't I go out to Saudi and make some money? Yes, so immediately I took an action, and by the grace of God, God led me to the company that brought me here in Saudi Arabia at a cheaper price. The company just asked me for 100,000 Uganda shillings, yes, for everything, for the passport, for all that it is needed to bring me to Uganda. I think 100,000 is just like, it's even less than $50, yes, because $50 is worth 170 something thousand in Ugandan shillings, yes, 175,000. So that's what the company asked for. But so finally, when the time came for me to come to Saudi, yes, I boarded off. It was on 23rd March 2021 when we boarded the flight, and we had a stopover at Ethiopia Airways. Then later, we proceeded at around 3 a.m. and landed in Saudi Arabia on 24th, yes, March 2021. So that's how the whole thing began. Then after that, we had a company that picked us, the company van that picked us from the office, from the airport, from Jeddah. We landed in Jeddah actually, yes, from Ethiopia to Jeddah. So the van picked us and dropped us to an office whereby I even don't know the name of the office till date, but thank God, all is well, yeah. So it was from that point. The following morning, actually, we reached the office in the morning also, at around 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. And then in the morning we woke up, we had some clearances with the office and some signing of some documents here, took our pics, they removed our passports and all that. So here comes when my boss came to pick me. Oh my god, I was eager to wait for my boss to come and pick me from the office. Yes, so after that we waited. Remember, it was morning when we signed and took some pics. Then in the evening at around 5, after having our meals, resting a bit, it's when my boss came in and picked me. I was so excited because other guys were already leaving the office. Their bosses were already picking them. Yeah, but for me, I was like, oh my god, hope I don't sleep in the office again. I want to go and work. I was so eager to go and begin to work. So here comes part 2. Let me bring you what time my boss picked me, what happened, how I reached home. Oh my god, the excitement, all that in the next part. My boss arrived in the evening at around 5, yes, 5 p.m. to come and pick me. And when they called my name, I was very happy. My boss picked me, the man and the wife, they both picked me together. So the man told me, carry your things and we go to the vehicle. I was like, okay. So I used the escalator. I used the my bag with my things down. The man helped me to put the things in the vehicle. And just as we had driven off away from the office, he asked me if I talked to my parents back home in Uganda. I was like, no, I haven't. So he gave me his phone. He was like, okay, here's the phone, contact your parents. When I called my dad actually, yeah. When I called my dad, he was so excited. He was like, wow, my daughter, I've been worried about you. I thought something happened. Now when I left Uganda, my deal of coming to Saudi was something secret. Actually, I didn't tell my parents. I just notified them at the last minute. So at that point, my dad was scared. He was like, Jennifer, don't go to Saudi Arabia. That country has like you know, when people have bad myth about something, a myth about certain thing. So all the bad images, the sad stories people have heard about Saudi Arabia is what was in my daddy's mind. So later, he was like, Jen, don't go to Saudi. But I was like, Daddy, I can't miss out on a flight. I can't. When will I ever board into a flight? So that was it. But when I called him to tell him that I was fine, I arrived well in Saudi Arabia, all is okay, he was so excited. Yeah, his heart cooled down actually. Yes. So we reached home with my bosses. The lady had already shopped most of the things, the bed cover, a new towel, the shower gel, all that. She had already shopped for me. All that was needed for me, the necessities, you know, the dresses, almost everything that was necessary. She gave it to me. She gave them to me. Yes. So then, in the evening, that very evening, when we reached, actually, we found the kid. When we rang the bell, the kids invited me with hugs. They had 3 daughters. They all came and hugged me. They were happy. Yeah, they were so excited about seeing me. I also gave them a hug, laughs. Then they showed me my room where to be sleeping in. And the lady showed me my shower room where to take my shower. She told me you can go take shower and have a rest. You'll begin work the following day. I was like, okay. So at around 7 or 8 p.m., they brought for me shawarma. Yes, they brought for me shawarma as my dinner, and I was happy about that. Then, early in the morning, on 25th, it was the time to start off my work. Yes, so at around 8, she told me to wake up. I woke up, then she directed me on what to do on each and everything. Just know I was very naive, by the way. If you're out there and you really want to come to Saudi Arabia, don't get discouraged. Guys, I was so green about a lot of things, so many things. The Jennifer of 2021 is not the Jennifer today. I'm really a different person, you know? So different. It doesn't matter how much I earn, but there is so much difference in what I have learned out there. Yes, but the lady struggled teaching me. I have to be realistic to myself. She's really struggled to teach me certain things. But finally I learned. Yeah. She just gave me time to learn, a learning process period, you know, and thank God she was patient with me. How to do this, how to do that. And what disturbed me most was the kitchen work. The vegetables, oh my God, they didn't know English. Okay, the man knew English, but the lady didn't know English, all that. So most of the times she would use with me Arabic. That was another help to learn Arabic. So whenever the man could be around, he was the one to help me out with the lady to interpret for the wife. Yes. And that's how things went on. My dear, the first month was a mess. But second month I kept on picking things. I learned slowly by slowly. Yeah, like that. Until when? This next part. I'm dropping out now. I worked the first month. The man paid me my money. And I was so excited about my salary, being the first salary. Oh my God, I sent it home. And I just dished it out to my family members. I gave it out. I was like, give so-and-so this much, so-and-so that much, you know, like that. Yes, then the second month, third, fourth, until the 6th month that I changed my job. Yes, remember that was in Jeddah. Then immediately I completed my 6th month. As soon as I was about to begin the 7th month. Is when I left that place and I had to change my job. Yeah, and then I left Jeddah to Riyadh, which was 12 hours journey. Yes, I traveled the whole night. The whole night I was traveling in a bus to Riyadh. Yes, so when I arrived in Riyadh, of course, the whole process, how I left the job and why, although that's something I wouldn't love to speak about just in camera like that, but just know I left that place, Jeddah, and then I arrived, I reached Riyadh, and my friends welcomed me. Yeah, of course I'd gotten friends still on WhatsApp like that, so my friends welcomed me. Before when I reached, like, welcoming me, getting off the bus, I picked any taxi. Then I just gave the person the location and they dropped me to the location. Yes. So it was from that time when my friends welcomed me and I rested for 2 days. Yes, at home. And after resting at home, the following day, I went. They got me another job. I went for work. This is where what the real Jennifer is today began from my second work. Yeah. So from that point, when I got my second job, the salary was exciting. Yes, I was happy about the salary first of all. Then I knew these people's weakness, like these Arabs, their weakness is smiles. If you want to be loved by these guys, just smile. So that was the first thing I put in my mind. When I reached this home, I have to smile. So when I reached that second home, the first thing I did was to smile for Madame. Yes, I was always smiling, and thank God they knew English. Even the little kids who were there, they could all speak English, from Madame, the mom, the big children, the grandchildren. We are all speaking English at home, so there was no need to keep quiet. You know, at least if I could keep quiet with the Madame, I would speak with the grandchildren like that. So it was a real vibe. And Madame liked me so much because I was always smiling. She was really excited about me seeing always my teeth outside. But I knew it was their weakness. Yeah. So, and I worked also there like I think I worked for 7 months. The workload was too much. It was a very big home. We were 3 maids, but the home was so big. The ground floor, where the kitchen was, then the first floor and the second one. We were all allocated our floors. So me, I used to work in the kitchen, plus cleaning some rooms. Then the second maid, the Filipino lady in the first ground, and the other Indonesian lady was working on the last floor up. But just know I would have a lot of work in the kitchen. The workload in the kitchen was so big because the family was very big. There were 4 kids, Madame and the husband, grandchildren, and then also one of the sons had married. So all that, we were all eating together. And whenever it reached time for cooking, we would cook plenty of things. And then washing dishes, oh my God, that was still something else. And this woman was fond of shopping all the time. You just hear her calling you and telling you, go out and see the van. It has dropped something. Go pick the things. You find yourself all the time you're carrying things. But the house never lacked what to eat. That's what I can thank God for, yes. Regardless of the work being so much, we had what to eat. One thing I can't forget about that home is we ate, me and the Filipino lady, the Filipino maid. We really ate eggs. Oh my God. We ate eggs to the extent that Madame had to complain and said, you know what, Jenny? I'm giving each of you 2 eggs per day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. Because we used to eat more than 2 eggs per day. Whenever there's no like lunch, whenever lunch delayed, we would make eggs and have them. Just anytime we're hungry, we'd make eggs. And we used to cook once. We used to start cooking our meal at around 3 p.m. until 8 a.m. Yes, sorry, until 8 p.m. So imagine from morning up to 2, you would just find out what to eat. Yes, the home had what to eat, but this real cooking, like we're cooking lunch, cooking supper, we would only cook once. So all that time would depend on eggs. So when she saw like it was too much, because she used to buy 2 trays per week, but within a week the 2 trays could get done. So she wondered and realized it were the ones, me and the Filipino lady. So I accepted the truth that we used to eat them, and we reduced on the amount of the eggs. And then also ripe bananas. We ate ripe bananas. I grew fat in that home. Really. To the extent that still Madame complained and said, "No, Jennifer, you're overgrowing fat. You're not eating. Reduce on what to eat." Yeah. So, like that, and we reduced on what to eat. We had to eat with wisdom now, you know. Yes, that's what I can say. We began eating with some wisdom in us. So, from that moment of the food issue, yes, we reduced on, and life still went on, and we still grew fat. But then later, I worked there for 7 months. Like, the 7th month was the month of Ramadan also. What made me to leave that home actually was the workload. I almost fainted during Ramadan. The work was too much. Remember, we used to cook a variety of things. Yes, plenty of so many things. So the workload made me to almost faint during Ramadan. So immediately Ramadan got done. And for that Ramadan, that was 2022 Ramadan, I almost fainted, but they had promised me 500,000 just for Ramadan as my pay for Ramadan. So immediately they paid all my salary for Ramadan. What I did was just to leave the home and find rest. Yeah, I had to go and rest. When I went to rest, I never returned because already I used to make shisha. That's also another thing that chased me, you know, from shisha, just as in like that. Then there was too much smoking in the home. Madam could smoke with the sons, with the daughters. You're in the kitchen cooking, she comes and smokes on your nose. Oh goodness. Yeah, all that chased me away from that home. So after that was Riyadh, remember. It's when I went to Qasim, third home. Wait, what next? So I left that home and first went home and rested like for a week. Yes, because the pain was so much on my body. I really had a lot of body pain, too terrible. I had to rest and completely rest. Then after a week is when I went to a place called Qasim. It's 5 hours away from the capital city. By the way, for those who are new and watching, the capital city for Saudi Arabia is called Riyadh. Yes. So that time I left the capital city, which is Riyadh, and I went out of the capital city 5 hours. Yes, which is called Qasim. So there, I also began another life. It's like a village place, though in Saudi there is nothing like a village place because the houses are modernized, the roads are so well constructed, everything is it's just a matter of you entering someone's home and find out what is in that home. That differs from other homes, yes, but it's literally all over. I can say it's a town, though it has villages, but the structures alone, they are all modernized. It's a developed country all over. Even if you go deep in the village, yeah, the tarmac road stops on that doorway. So it's not like my Uganda whereby it has potholes, manya what. No, it's a good country. That's what I can say. I have to comprehend it for that. Yeah. So I began a new life from Qasim. I reached the home at night at around 11. And what was surprising me, Madam told me to begin working that very night at 11 p.m. coming to midnight. Yes, she told me to begin working. And I wasn't bad. I obeyed. I washed the house with water, pouring water, and you scrub and wash. I washed from the upper floor to down the floor, squeezed the water, all that. When it reached at around 1, that's when she told me to go and sleep. Then the following day, it was coming to 1 a.m. She told me to wash the compound. I asked her one thing, what is the time? I was open to her because it was time for sleeping. And she's telling me to go out and wash the compound. I just asked her, what is the time? She was like, no, you have to work all busy. I was like, okay. So this madam is not going to be an easy madam like the other ones. This one needs some big head. I had to apply some big head in that home. So I worked there for one year and 3 months. Actually, I worked in the home for long. But it was a home whereby the madam was so quarrelsome. In these other homes, madam wasn't quarrelsome. The 2 homes, the madams weren't quarrelsome. They were good. But this third home, the madam was very quarrelsome. And could shout the whole day, the whole night. And she had these kids who could go to school. So, oh my goodness, yeah. It wasn't something easy for me. But I endured and worked because the pay was higher compared to these other 2 homes this time around. The pay was much, yes. So that was it. I endured all the situation that was there, the rough situation of the madam in that home, the quarrelsomeness, and besides the house used to lack food. The man only minded about buying the chicken and the rice every month, and these other issues of breakfast, mania ABCD, just any other snacks, the man couldn't buy in the house. So literally there was shortage of food in the house, yes. And even the rice, the man could make sure that he measures it himself. Life was a little hard, by the way. I became thin in that home, yes. Because when I left the work, I was like, oh my God, I lost weight. Someone could really say like I was under slavery. I've been tortured, you know. But finally, I had to leave the work when they brought in a new maid. So what made me to enjoy that work was to enjoy all the situations at that work was because the salary was a little higher compared to these other 2 homes, yes. So I had to endure for that reason, right until when they brought in a new maid. That's when I left and returned to Riyadh. So returning to Riyadh, still I got another home, a very big mansion. I got a big home. It was a home bigger than any of these other homes I ever worked in. But we were still 2 maids also in this other home, the 4th home in Riyadh. Yeah, and for the house was it was always clean. That's what I can say. The kids were so good. They were very disciplined. The way they could speak, you know, the woman trained her kids so well. Whereby even whenever they were at home, one couldn't realize that they were at home. They were always silent. Yeah, they were really disciplined. Those kids, yes. Only just one stubborn one. The last born was a little stubborn, but it was okay. But these other elder ones, the 3, they were so good. Yes, so it was also a home that had plenty of what to eat. It's why I took a lot of milk, I took a lot of laban, I took juice. I ate whatever I wanted to eat. All the fruits, whatever was there, you could just eat. And one thing I learned from that home, from the madam in this other home here, the 4th home in Riyadh, whenever like I would serve something to eat, she wouldn't look into my plate. I was like, okay, so it's not good to look into the maid's plate when she's serving food to eat. So I learned that trick also. Whenever I could go and serve food, she would walk away, or else she would pretend to be busy on her phone. But at least she wouldn't look into what I'm serving. So I saw that I monitored her several times for that. Then I was like, yeah, I have to adapt this method. I don't need to look into someone's plate when the person is serving food. Yes, so I also worked there. I think I worked for 4 months or for 5 months. Yeah, because regardless of the home being so good, you know, the things don't balance. Life doesn't balance just like that. The home had everything good. The children were good. The madam was good. But the payment was poor. I think you cannot relate. Everything is good. Everything is okay. Madam is good. but the payment is poor. So that's why I left the fourth home. So the home in which I am right now, it's my fifth home. I've already made 1 year, I think, with some 2 months. Yes. No, actually, it's 1 year and 1 month right now, because I came last year during Ramadan. 1 month to Ramadan. It was April when I came. Sorry, it was Feb when I came to this home, and this is March. Yes, it's 1 year and 1 month when I'm in this home. So I thank God for that. That's been my story of Saudi Arabia, my journey in Saudi Arabia, how workers. But in all these homes, I've learned a lot. Yes, just the way I told you, that naiveness that was in me is no longer there, and with changes in different homes, I've learned a lot. So whoever is there and you want to come to Saudi, please come. There is life in Saudi. Yes, just come and enjoy life. You'll just find everything God in it. Yes, just pray that God brings in a good home, and in the hands of God bosses, nothing beats prayers. That's all I can say. Bye bye. Stay blessed. Shalom.